Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews and welcome back to another weekly entertainment news video here. Lots to go over in terms of updates for the writer's strike. We got some big sequel announcements here, some casting updates, so lots to get over, so let's just get straight into it here. Now I might sound a little bit different, I'm just feeling a bit under the weather here. That's why my full in-depth spoiler Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy from Guardians Volume 1, 2 and 3 in-depth spoiler video essay review has not come out yet. I'm waiting to get over this sickness here before I'm able to record and post that, so keep an eye on the channel for that. That should be coming out probably sometime Monday, I would say Monday, Tuesday. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on that. But as usual, when it comes to the weekly entertainment news videos, timestamps will be in the description down below. Anything you want to skip ahead to, anything you're more interested in, timestamps will be in the description down below. So without further ado, our first news story here is in regards to the writer's strike. The Writers Guild of America, I mentioned this last week, reason why they're striking. The two main focal point is in regards to the pay and in regards to the AI situation here, where studios are relying on AI more than writers, and writers don't want to be replaced by AI. So more of that in depth is in the last week's weekly entertainment news video, so I'll post a link somewhere around here so that you can go check that out if you want more further information. But in just terms of an update, there has been some more announcements in terms of delays when it comes to movies and shows. So this list has been updated. This is coming from the deadline here. So we've got confirmation here that FBI Most Wanted, P-Valley, Power Book 2, Ghost, Pretty Little Liars Summer School has temporarily shuttered production on Thursday as the East Coast subscribers and the supporters took to the picket lines. The Writers Guild of America strike is underway, with hundreds of TV and film writers taking to the picket lines. Of course, this means writing work has come to a halt on many TV shows such as Evil, Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Yellow Jackets, and Abbott Elementary, amongst others here. So one of the biggest ones here is also the fact that Daredevil Born Again has been delayed a bit. So after being bedeviled earlier this week by the WGA, so basically there was some protests going on around the area where they were filming the Daredevil Born Again here, it is shutting down for a spell, as it was once again targeted today at the time of this article here, so May 10th, so Wednesday of this week. So Daredevil has gone dark for the rest of the week. Along with Apple TV's drama series Severance, it has paused production on its second season due to the writer's strike here. The final season of Stranger Things production on the fifth and final season has been delayed due to the strike, along with multiple other TV series is here. We also get updates in terms of the Andor Star Wars TV show here. So it's coming from the Hollywood Reporter, showing that showrunner Tony Gilroy ceases production services on the Andor series. Tony Gilroy has told the Hollywood Reporter that he's no longer performing any non-writing duties for Andor, the Disney Plus Star Wars show he created and runs. In a statement, Gilroy responded to criticisms he received from fellow Writers Guild members for performing such services during the WGA strike against the Alliance of the Motion Pictures and Television Producers, which represents studios and streamers. The critique of Andor creator and executive producer came after it was reported on Friday that Gilroy, whose script for season 2 for the Star Wars series was completed, but was still contributing, producing services including casting and music-related duties. Gilroy says he was not present on the show set and hasn't been since the strike began on May 2nd. So Andor is another one that has been hit with the writer's strike here, so there's been delay on that one here. Also confirmation too with The Last of Us season 2, casting has also been put on hold due to the writer's strike. So in terms of who's going to be playing Abby and other characters here, they have confirmed that filming will be beginning in January of next year, but in terms of casting and anything to do with the show right now has been put on pause due to the writer's strike. So a lot of things, Stranger Things, Daredevil, Andor, Last of Us, many shows and movies have been put on hold due to the writer's strike. Once again, details of why they're striking and everything is in last week's video, but it just looks like nothing's getting resolved right now. No timeline of when everything will be getting back. I'm hoping that this isn't going to impact too much when it comes to movies of 2024 and onwards, but it just looks like all of this, there's just no common ground going on right now, and the strike is just still ongoing. So obviously I'll be keeping you updated every time we do get more announcements and more updates and maybe a resolution sometime here, but it just looks like right now a lot of things getting delayed more and more, a lot of productions getting put on hold. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below, what your thoughts are about the whole strike going on right now, your thoughts about all these TV shows and movies getting put on hold. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Now for the next news story here, we've actually just got an announcement in terms of Guy Ritchie's next movie here. This is coming from, once again, again the deadline, confirming Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Isa Gonzalez. Apologies if I've mispronounced that name there. They're going to be reuniting with Guy Ritchie for his next movie, which is an untitled movie as of right now. But basically, plot details are being kept under wraps. Also, the title is also being kept under wraps here. But we're hearing that this is going to be laced with Ritchie's trademark humor, will revolve around two extraction specialists who must plan an escape path for a high-level female negotiator. This will be one of, if not the biggest budget projects at the market, with Black Bear International launching world sales. So it looks like Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal will be the two extraction specialists, and Isa Gonzalez will be the one who's going to be the negotiator here. Honestly, with Guy Ritchie, his movies are a lot of like hit and miss. I've seen a lot of people do have like negative reaction to his like movies. However, his latest one, The Covenant, I had a really fun time with that. I really enjoyed that. He's done a lot of good ones with Sherlock Holmes. Aladdin, the live action remake, I thought was pretty good here. I've heard so many good things about Operation Fortune, Wrath of Man, so he does some pretty good work here. The cast, Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill, really good star-studded cast here, and the plot just seems like a fun, it's got that vibe of Red Notice with Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne Johnson and Gal Gadot type of feel to it. But this honestly premise does sound like a fun, entertaining movie, so I'm actually looking forward to that one. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Your excitement level, are you a fan of Guy Ritchie's movies? Please let me know in the comment section down below. And for the next news story here, it's just a quick little update in terms of the Welcome to Derry It prequel TV series here. We've got Andy Muschietti posting this on Instagram, basically a picture of Clint Bowers, chief of police, image here. It looks like they're getting ready to film. There's still no release date or anything like that yet, but just we're getting casting updates, we're getting like behind the scenes here. This is showing the main town police department here, the behind the scenes look of it. So with the image showing Clint Bowers here, so if you haven't seen the movie there was Henry Bowers, who was like the bully of the loser club here, who was torturing like the kids in the movie itself, and then you got introduced to Butch Bowers, which was his father, who was the police officer. So it looks like this may be like one of their great-grandfather's older generation, because this is taking place way before the events of the movies. So it looks like the Bowers family name is still going to be running the police department here. But again, not much to go by, but at least we're getting more updates, casting news, behind the scenes pictures. Hoping we get like a trailer very soon, a release date soon, because this is one show I am really looking forward to. I'm a huge fan of the It adaptation from the Stephen King's part 1 and part 2, so I'm very excited for this. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Who you think Clint Bowers is going to be, and also your excitement level, your hype level for this show. Let me know in the comment section down below. And speaking of Stephen King here, our next news story is we've got an update in terms of the next Stephen King adaptation here. This is called The Monkey, and this is coming again from the deadline here, is we've got Theo James has been set to lead horror movie The Monkey, based on a short story by Stephen King. And basically, if you haven't heard of this here, The Monkey is about when a twin brother, Hal and Bill, discover their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start occurring all around them. The brothers decide to throw the monkey away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years, but when the mysterious death begins again, the brothers must reunite to find a way to destroy the monkey for good before it takes the lives of everyone close to them. So again, another Stephen King adaptation here based on that plot synopsis. This looks like such a fun, entertaining horror movie here. I really am excited for this plot. I actually cannot wait. It does give you that Planet of the Apes vibes to it, along with the Stephen King flair that you get from his novels here. So one, I am looking forward to. Let me know about that in the comment section down below. What your excitement level is for that, what you think about that plot. Let me know in the comment section down below here. But for the next news story we've got is a little bit of an update when it comes to the Superman New Legacy movie here. We have got confirmation that Krypto the Superdog will be part of the movie here. So we basically had an interview where James Gunn and Chris Pratt were talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie, one movie I've really had a fun time with. Highly recommend if you haven't seen that one there. So they were basically having an interview here, and basically this is from the clip here.
But I was hoping I could cast you as Krypto.
Krypto.
The Superdog.
So it sounds like there's going to be a character called Krypto in Superman. Breaking news.
That's a scoop for me.
Yeah, it is a scoop, I guess.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go. Yeah. You're fired.
And basically, this is sort of like confirmation here, because with James Gunn lately, every time there's an announcement or a rumor or anything like that, he's quick to shut down the rumor or get confirmation. He's been doing that on Twitter a lot. So normally he would have denied it if it wasn't true. But basically he's confirming that this is a scoop here, that Krypto the Superdog is going to be appearing in Superman New Legacy. There's been a lot of mixed reaction when it comes to this, and for me, I'm all for it. So you've got Jimmy Olsen, you've got Superman, you've got Krypto the Superdog. So basically just going to the roots of Superman here, and I don't think it's a bad idea having Krypto the Superdog. I don't think he's going to be playing a large part in the movie itself. I think he's going to be a small role for it, but I'm all for having Krypto the Superdog in this movie. Yeah, I think it is key for Superman having his own Krypto the Superdog. Maybe even this opens up the door for like other pets, like Ace the Bat Hound appearing in the Batman movie too. So it opens the door for a lot of possibilities here, but for me, I'm all for having Krypto the Superdog. I don't know if Chris Pratt would be my first pick for the voice of Krypto the Superdog. I would probably go for somebody else, but for me, I'm actually really excited about that. Every time we get an announcement, an update when it comes to Superman The New Legacy, especially after seeing what he did with the trilogy from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I'm really pumped for Superman The New Legacy. So let me know your thoughts about that, with Krypto appearing in the Superman New Legacy movie here, the announcement of that. Let me know in the comment section down below. And for the next news story here is we've got Pedro Pascal being announced to starring in the movie called The Weapons. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter here, and the Barbarian filmmaker Zach Craig has casted Pedro Pascal in the Weapons movie here, and Pedro Pascal is basically just appearing everywhere here. So you've got him in The Last of Us, in The Mandalorian, a lot of different other projects here. And once again, coming from the Hollywood Reporter here, where we've got plot details are being kept in a lockbox, but Weapons is being described as an interrelated multi-story horror epic that totally is the vein of Magnolia, the 1999 actor-crowned showcase from filmmaker Paul Thomas Anderson. Character details for Pascal has not been revealed, but they're planning on shooting this in the fall here. So another plot, another movie that does sound very interesting here with Pedro Pascal. He's really killing it in the roles he's in this year as well. So for one, I'm very excited for it, especially with the director from the Barbarian movie. One movie I really enjoyed in terms of horror movie last year. So for one, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. Hopefully we do get more details, more information, more casting news here, since we don't know what his role is going to, Pedro Pascal that is, what his role is going to be in the movie. So I'm really curious about that. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below regarding Pedro Pascal being announced in this role, and also your thoughts about the director for the Barbarian doing this type of movie, interrelated multi-story horror epic. So let me know in the comment section down below. And the next news story here is one I genuinely shocked me and was so surprised to see this. We have got a confirmation that a sequel to Freaky Friday is being in the works here, coming from the Deadline. Freaky Friday, the sequel, is in the works at Disney, with Jamieleecurtis and Lindsaylohan expected to reprise their role. I'm honestly super pumped for this, I won't lie, because I had the DVD. My mum probably still has it somewhere in her closet in my home back in like the UK, but I would watch the hell out of this movie. Like, if you're not aware what this movie is, basically Jamieleecurtis is the mother, Lindsay Lohan is the daughter. They switch bodies, and so for the day that Lindsay Lohan, the daughter, is playing the mother, while Jamieleecurtis is now playing the daughter, and they're just going about their lives. One's going to school, one's going to work, and it's so funny and entertaining, especially like the whole second act with them going about the days. It's really entertaining. So the fact that they're doing a sequel to this, I'm actually really pumped for that here. The movie did come out in 2003, so 20 years later, they are doing this sequel here. And with the fact that both of them are going to be reprising their role, I really am pumped to see what they're going to be doing with that here. If you're a fan of the movie, let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. If you've seen the movie, what your thoughts are about the sequel. But one, honestly, that did catch me off guard. Super pumped for this. Freaky Friday sequel coming soon here. And speaking of sequels, long-awaited sequels here, we've got loads of casting updates when it comes to the Beetlejuice 2 movie. If you weren't aware, they are making a sequel to the Beetlejuice, with Beetlejuice 2, with Michael Keaton reprising his role, Jenna Ortega being casted here. But we had loads of casting announcements when it comes to the Beetlejuice here. So once again, we've got confirmation here. Michael Keaton going to be returning as Beetlejuice. So you've got Jenna Ortega, who's going to be playing Lydia's daughter. Winona Ryder is going to be playing Lydia, reprising her role. You've got Catherineohara, apologies if I mispronounced the name here. She's going to be reprising her role as Delia Dietz, the mother of Lydia here. So generation of Dietz being in the movie here. You've got confirmation that monicabellucci, again, I'm really sorry if I mispronounced the name here, we're getting confirmation that she's going to be playing Beetlejuice's wife. And we've got Justin Thorax, Again, apologies if I mispronounced his name as well. He's also being cast in the movie, playing an unknown role. But just, yeah, like lots of casting updates here, lots of news. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter here. So having Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara all reprising their roles, all fantastic in the first portrayal in the first Beetlejuice movie. Having Jenna Ortega coming here, you've got Justin Theroux, who I've seen him here and there in parts of movies, like in The Joker, in like Tropic Thunder, for example. I've like seen him play roles here and there. Like, I'm not too familiar with every single project he's done, but I've seen most of his work here. And you've got monicabellucci, who, I'll be honest, for me, the only thing that I can remember her from is from The Matrix. But just a really great cast here, and just everything that they announce more and more when it comes to details about Beetlejuice 2. I'm just getting more excited about it. I had such a fun time with the first Beetlejuice movie here, and this, to me, every time we're just getting an update when it comes to the Beetlejuice 2 movie, the sequel, it just gets more and more good, more and more exciting, more and more interesting. So I'm really pumped for this here. So I'm interrupting the weekly entertainment news video with more news, basically in terms of the Beetlejuice 2 and some news in terms of the fastx movie. I didn't want to wait till next week to do this just because I was in the middle of editing here. That's why you see my cup of tea right here for the throat, and I'm just like sweating all over the place. But I was in the middle of editing this week's weekly entertainment news video. But earlier on today, in terms of the Beetlejuice 2 casting, they added another actor, William Dafoe, who played the Green Goblin, who was in just recently a movie called The Inside. He has also been added to the Beetlejuice 2 movie. He's going to be playing a law enforcement officer in the afterlife, so basically a ghost guard in Beetlejuice 2 movie. So again, just exciting cast after exciting cast after exciting cast news. This movie is just stacking up to be really, really fun, entertaining. Looks like it's going to be a really great sequel to the original Beetlejuice, especially with the cast here. So William Dafoe has now been added to Beetlejuice 2. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. And in regarding to the fastx, Fast 10 movie that's coming out in the next couple of weeks here, we've got Vin Diesel confirming that fastx, which was supposed to be a part 1, part 2, Infinity War Endgame type of movie, the finale here, and I've been air quoting this every single time, Vin Diesel has basically just confirmed that this is going to be a trilogy to end the franchise. So rather than it being a fastx is going to be part 1 and Fast 11 going to be part 2, we have got confirmation that this is going to be a 3-parter finale.
Going into making this movie, the studio had asked if this could be a 2-parter. And after the studio saw this part 1, they said, could you make fastx, the finale, a trilogy? So,
it's 3 acts in any story.
Yeah.
So are you guys confirming right now that we're getting a 3rd movie?
Which I honestly just don't understand. Like, this franchise is just going bonkers at this point here, and we've also got confirmation, and this is a big spoiler, so for those of you that don't want to know what happened in the credit scene, and for those of you that don't want to know what's going on, who's going to be returning, we've got confirmation here that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Hobbs is going to be returning to the Fast and Furious franchise here. So this is coming from the wrap here. So fastx shocker, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has returned to the Fast and Furious franchise, supposedly being in the post-credit scenes, because there was a test screening for this movie that came out, and then it just exploded on Twitter with spoilers about this. To be honest with you, like, I honestly didn't care that it was spoiled for me. Like, this franchise has just gone beyond our wildest imagination. Like, this franchise may be the most ridiculous franchise at this point, with like characters coming back from the dead, characters being CGI'd in. There's been rumors that Paul Walker might be CGI'd into the movie, and it's just wild, because if you don't know what's going on behind the scenes here, The Rock, Vin Diesel had a huge beef going on these past couple of years, to the point where when they were filming, they couldn't even be in the same scene together. So just a lot of tensions there. Vin Diesel has been reaching out publicly. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been slamming it as manipulation, and just a lot of like back and forth here. Honestly, for me, I think the main reason why he is going to be returning back is because of the situation that happened with Black Adam and him getting fired or being let go or going with a different direction, whatever you want to call it. But because of like his vision not going with DC now, he wants to go into swallowing his ego, most likely swallowing his pride as well, wanting to just go back into the franchise. And for me, I'm honestly really excited for that. As much as I facepalm the last Fast and Furious movie and the latest couple of Fast and Furious movies going into space and all that stuff, at this point I've just learned to accept that we might even possibly be seeing dinosaurs, time travel, what have you. But I really liked Hobbs' character Fast and Furious 5, Fast 5, was my favorite Fast and Furious movie in this whole franchise, with his introduction as the Hobbs character here, and him versus Vin Diesel was just a really fun fight sequence that they did in that movie. But then now you've just got so many possibilities. Jason Statham is there, Vin Diesel, John Cena. We're gonna have a WrestleMania rematch possibly with John Cena and The Rock. Like, it's becoming an expendable spin-off movie at this point, with like all these people coming back here. The rumors were that Gal Gadot is going to be returning, so literally every single character from the Fast and Furious movie, whether they've died, whether they are CGI'd in, you're just going to have everybody at this point coming in. So I'm honestly up for this when it comes to The Rock coming back. Don't know how they're going to do a 3-parter finale. I'm curious, but actually a little part of me is a bit excited, even though I'm just not expecting much. But let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. What your thoughts are about The Rock coming back, what your thoughts are about the Fast and Furious movie being a 3-part finale. Please let me know in the comment section down below, but I'll return you to the previous version of me to do the outro here. But take care here. So just loads of good like updates when it comes to movie news for this week for me personally here. Freaky Friday, a sequel. You've got great casting choices for the Beetlejuice 2 movie. Just really pumped for this one here. So just let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. But that about wraps it up for your weekly entertainment news video here. Again, I apologize if I just sound really sick. I do feel a lot better than the past couple of days here, so I'm able to record that here. So again, I apologize about that. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on these weekly entertainment news videos. Again, I do these every single week. And also keep an eye out on the channel. We've got the full in-depth spoiler review for the whole Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy movie volume 1, 2 and 3, so definitely keep an eye out on the channel for that one too. Also, I've been meaning to post that Last of Us in-depth spoiler review as well, so subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on that. But again, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. This is Wacky Reviews.